Are we going to go thrifting? What? We got a what now? Why are we going thrifting? Yes, that was my dog. Hi, Joe. Welcome. We're in a weird situation where I'm not playing Ace Attorney. I want to play at my Minecraft server, which is a little aimless, so those streams don't work out too well, I don't think, for me anyway. Or I want to play Helldivers, because that's actually a good game. That requires so much coordination and so much energy out of me for having other people with me that I'm not going to stream it. So we're playing Ace Attorney. Alright. How about them apples? It's like a new game. Because it's a different part of the trilogy. You know, kinda. I'm glad you were taking a break from Ace Attorney. Yeah, that's me. This happened last time too. I've seen this Helldivers game briefly. Seems like a shooter with capes. It's akin to Deep Rock. It's a little more advanced than that. There aren't classes. You instead kind of individually customize bits and pieces of your kit and stuff. But same idea, 4 people doing objectives, well, shooting people and trying to live. The friendly fire's way more obscene than it is in Deep Rock, but same idea. It's in the new Deep Rock game. The Vampire Survivor, as it were. Yes. I'm aware of it. I don't know how much I'd like that game. And Puke Angle. I did see that it is doing better than Deep Rock has been. Somehow. Like the Deep Rock base game had a certain amount of peak players, and then this game comes out and it beats Deep Rock's base concurrent player count. Which I can kind of see why. There's probably only so many groups of friends who are looking to play the shooter game, but there's probably thousands of people individually looking to play the Survivor-like game. With the funny dwarves in it. I haven't seen any gameplay. I don't know how it... I mean, I have seen gameplay, but I haven't seen, like, what the loop's like, what systems they have in place, that kind of thing, to make it different. I mean, I don't know, I trust those devs. I guess in this case it's publishers, but I'm just using the IP. I'm real excited for... There's gonna be a roguelike Deep Rock game that the main devs are doing. And they've paused development on the main game to make the roguelike game, and I fully trust them. I'm excited to see the results. That should be sometime this year. Anyway. What do you think this is? Hi, Nemo. Is this the finals? At least I didn't have to hear it. My game. I haven't played this in like a month. I gave up. Yeah. I think that's kind of inevitable with this kind of game. It became like the game for a hot minute. But now people are on the Helldivers. The Helldivers is now the game for a hot minute. You know what I mean? Is it kind of a nail in the coffin? Like, obviously it's good to have your game be popular. You'll have some player base forever, and also you'll make money, right? But like, I feel like it's almost like a Maryland Palworld was briefly the game. Exactly. Like, I feel like it's more of a nail in like your coffin. I would rather be mildly popular as a game than like blow up in success so people will think it's over and everyone moves on from your game. You know? Like, when's the last time you thought about playing Among Us? When's the last time you thought about playing goddamn Bean People? I forget the name. I forgot the name of the, like, that battle royale game where you like play in a game show and you're a little bean guy. I forgot the name. I don't think I have it installed. Fortnite. I don't know. It's different. Fall Guys. That's the name. Thank you. I'm just saying, being the game. Phasmophobia. The game. Lethal Company, although I think that one has a bit more staying power, personally. I like to imagine Helldivers will, but that's only because it's the game. I don't know. Hey, Necro. This person sucks. Alright. They hit 2 shots in this clip. Oh, I see what you mean. I thought you were talking about me. What is this? Is this V? I think we've already had... No, V doesn't look like this. What is this? I have a wooden comb. A wooden switchblade-ass comb that I like to fidget with. I'm putting it down. Enough of that. It's better. I used to fidget with a pocket knife, and this is better. That's why. Put them both over there. Anyway. I'll figure something else out. Geometry Dash. I kinda doubt it. The Geometry Duel. The classic. I doubt it, he says. And then that is the answer. I need to do that more often. It's a very powerful tool. I hate Windows. Unfortunate. You may hear hammering. My dad is now laying in tile. Well, not it is. Long story. Changing a floor in a different room. And, my dog wants to investigate where she should not be wanting to investigate. So apologies for random hammering. But you're gonna have to deal with it. I can have a functional special key or a functional date layout. Sounds like a kitchen. You would be incorrect. Although, in a weird way, you are correct. Okay, here, let's get real. He is laying down porcelain. That looks like wood. Can you do it on beat to the Home Depot theme? I'll make sure to ask him that next time. I'm sure he'd love to comply. What is that game? Loco Roco? I was gonna say, like... Alright. That was gonna be, Why does Centrum call me? Stop it. I love this game. Then why didn't you immediately recognize it? I think this is... Dude, remember Loop? Remember Loop Hero? Remember Loop Hero? It's not Loop Hero, but remember Loop Hero?
It must be this way.
This Dwarf Fortress?
One day you will understand why. You must try to remember me.
Yeah.
and your true self as well.
I appreciate using both
Go forth
versions.
to God and build an eternal paradise.
That was one of those the game. I got really close to beating it too. There's 4 bosses, and I beat the middle 2 like in sequence, like one after the other, and like rocket propelled to fighting the final guy, which I was not prepared for. I think Conrad's still upset I didn't just sit down and actually do it. I stopped playing after that because it seemed like people weren't interested. Because it had been... What is that ASCII version? So, Dwarf Fortress. In Dwarf Fortress? No. In Loop Hero. Dwarf Fortress here. This is what Dwarf Fortress looks like if you download it for free. It's been floating around and in development for a long time. And these were the graphics. If you download it for free and do not install a tile set. Yes, that too. But you can pay for their remaster paint here. And get it to look like this. Which I have played on stream. I like it more than RimWorld. But I feel like I got nowhere with my run, even though I spent hours on it. I love that aesthetic, the ASCII aesthetic. There is something that's nice about this. Anyway. Hi. This is Wordle for February 19th, 2024. Should not be spoiled, it's just Alt-Tab. What do you think about, Yikes. Okay. Oh, okay. I would do something like this, but that is wrong. Good. Well done. Necro, for once, did not mislead me. I say as if he's actually genuinely tried that in any time. Well, wait, dude, that's free? That's not free. I want to look like a goofball. Is tomorrow Fat Tuesday? Oh, sorry. Is tomorrow Mardi Gras? That's been, no? Yeah, it was probably last Tuesday. Oh! That was last week. You're correct. I don't know, I just saw the carnival dude, alright? I don't know. At Gibraltar or the Dominican Republic? Name your country. Because we're not gonna do that third option that it's always been wanting me to do. Why is it called Fat Tuesday? So, the French are Catholic. I've had this explained to me before. It is right before Lent. And the idea is that you get all of your sinning done before you're not supposed to do it. So if you're giving up food or whatever, such as, you know, it's called Fat Tuesday, you pig out, and then you're on Lent, and you're like, oh, I'm behaving good, you know? Does that answer your question? I thought you weren't gonna play Ace Attorney today. I lied to myself. I hope that answers your question. Hi, Mikey. I shouldn't play Ace Attorney today. I still have to take a bath. Maybe I'll get plenty of time if Winnie whines at me enough. Imagine we went internet domain. Stop. Put stream on phone nearby, but not too close to bath. Can you finish my question? No problem. I'm just happy I actually knew the answer for once. Did you want to play something else today? I started with this. It's a stream I liked. I started with this. My 3 options for like things I'd be willing to do. Start the brand new Ace Attorney game. Sounds good. Play the modded Minecraft server. It's fine. But like, I'd feel aimless and people be asking me, is this the Minecraft server? And I'd say no. And it's like, oh, this is the other Minecraft server. And I'd say no, it's Triss's and like, right? And then finally, Helldivers. But that would drain the hell out of me to coordinate. Like, pull up the Discord thing, make sure I'm talking to Discord people, make sure I'm talking to chat, make sure it's the right volume, make sure that like people are actually watching the game and they're liking it because it. So please, Ace Attorney. I'm not gonna change now. I'm just explaining my logic. Because I do have other things in the backlog, but I don't feel like it. It's I'll bathe quickly. Okay. Hey. We make the strongest crime barriers on the market, dude. You're at the .za. Where's the za? Where's the za, man? Is that Botswana? Botswana? Zud Africa. Thank you. Thank you for knowing the imaginary language. Signs are the world. Why don't they give me a voice? I'm cooking. So am I. I got some vegan quark made from soy. Not bad. That's lactose. Quark? What? That was not world. That was the opposite. It's basically world. I don't know. I don't know what came over me. Margio Guesser. I'm stalling for time. A thicker, creamier yogurt. Interesting. Play more GeoGuessr, please. I have a guesser game suggestion. Okay, we'll see. New Times Connections. I think I've played it, but we can play it again. Let him guess the plants. You don't want to see me guess plants. Yo, it's these trees. These trees are sick. They got like a buttload of water in them. These things are awesome. Oh, who did this? That's not okay. Those are not real. Yes, they are. These are trees. And they're filled with water. I'm sure Nemo would love to tell you more. Baobabs. Yeah. Question is, where the hell are we? I'm gonna guess, like out here in Madagascar. You're in Madagascar. You're going to be in a TES game. Sometimes life imitates not art. Oh, good when he settled down. Sino, I'm gonna pick world this time because Eagle won in world previously and I fucked it up. How do I keep ending up over here? I'm gonna call the Elder Scrolls art. Yes, that's why I said what I said. That's why I phrased it that way. You get to extreme conditions like dry, hot places the Babas are. You gotta make wild adaptations. Yeah. What? Seriously? We're in someone's lake. Can't leave. Who the hell? Why are you forcing me to look around your, like, shitty store with Elvis? I don't care about your store. Hold on. Read that. Cargo. You think this is in Portugal? This was me before my haircut. Oh yeah, I got a haircut. Look under the rug, it says Malta. Sure. I'll trust you. I don't know. That woman reminds me of Katamari Damacy. What? Which hair? A good amount. I believe this is Italian. I should trust my gut. It's a joke. I don't play this game. Then why did you guess? It's fine. No, wait, it could be. Yep. Yep. So glad I had a second thought. Bro, I'm still alive. This thing just took place to stream enemy number 1. No. He's fine. I didn't know Iceland was an option. I didn't know. I know it said something strange. I'm an American. However, I thought I didn't know Iceland was an option. I would have. I know it's not like that. I'm American. I thought, what is this language? Well, it's not. It's in Latin text, and it's a bunch of stuff together. And the only country I can see is Poland, and I guess that's good enough. I didn't realize Iceland was an option. It's also a lot of, yeah, it's a lot. I mean, like, this is all of our options, but we're running with like 10 at a time, maybe 12, and a lot of them are like little tiny like city-states, kind of like Malta. What happened? We're out of energy. I don't know how to. I should have worn my shirt that says I don't speak Icelandic in Icelandic, because I don't speak Icelandic. And also, I believed Joe when I thought it was Portugal. I should have guessed Portugal, but I was like, it could be Malta. So now, cannot disappoint Mikey. I'll do the other thing, the other New York Times. Which New York Time are we doing? How do I, can I get a link? I've fucked up the New York Times website to beyond repair. The connections. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I've played this before. Oh, I can't play this in dark mode. Okay, you gotta understand. This is what the website looks for me. Like, I'm not even doing anything else. This is just how it looks. What? Oh, I see that. Okay. I do not like that game. We got you, wasn't this? Alright. Trodden MS Paint. So, if you don't know what this is, this is Match 4, for example. All of these are about matching people. Just kidding. Okay, I've been fooled. We're gonna ignore that. Match, log, Tinder. You say there's kindling. Yep. That was a bait. That was a bait there. Lock, hinge, and handle. Frame. Where's handle? Oh, this hinge. I already had handle. Fluff, blow. Drill, grinder, saw, router. There we go. Yeah, there was a fake, like, there was a fake one there. Wow. All right. I indirectly made Mikey miss Ace Attorney. That's right, it's already over. Letterboxed. Router to wood. I think. Hard for me to know. You want the letterboxed? I don't even know what the hell this is. I really have just fucked up this website. I was so mad about Wordle that I blocked everything, making it anything. What the hell is this? Connect letters to spell words. Must be at least 3 letters long. Consecutive letters cannot be from the same side. Last letter of a word becomes the first letter of the next word. Thigh, yes, since. Words cannot be proper nouns or hyphenated. No cussing either. Use all letters. Okay. I see. So if we were to do pot, we then have to start with T for the next one. We could do like tier. And then the page got an ad. Uh oh. I tried this once and I gave up. You got to do here. I got this in 3. Do I have to, like, all in one go it to be done? Because what if I just sat here and thought about it long enough? Couldn't I just do it in one? If I just visualized it, where it's like, okay, it's pot. I'm gonna do pot, and then tier. Gap into pink. Type O and T over and over to see fill the square. No thanks. You can do gap. Why couldn't you do gap? Can they not be next to each other? Did I miss that? Cannot be from the same side. I see. I see. What is this? This is stalling for Mikey. So I couldn't do tier. So we could do pot. Time. You can do eating. That seems excessive. The idea is that we have to get 5 words out of this, don't we? Or are there... You can use long words are good. So wait, hold on. Is the idea that everything has to connect? That's it? Just as long as I use up every letter, I win. Yes. Oh, yeah. Okay, I misunderstood it. I thought I had to, like, spell out words one at a time. Unless it's a flex. So I want the longest word possible. Okay. And the next one has to start with a G. Alright. So I have to use every letter once and as many letters as possible. And they have to bounce. Okay. Okay, I'm getting it now. Epicon. Hello. The last letter being the first doesn't help. I thought it said that you had to. The last letter of a word becomes the first letter of the next word. So we can go to grown. I just need K, L, and BP. I got letters that you normally can't do organically. Probably don't want to do eating. Probably want like... Barking is pretty good. But then we have to start the next word with a G. Yeah. We gotta get this. No, I can't go to A. They can't be on the same wall. Yeah, we could do... Can't be on the same wall. So you can't do A and G and K. On God, on yeah. Could do that. That sounds awful. Pink might be good. You can't go anger. There is a tank. Yelp. What if I do this? Hold on. What if I did? Could I literally just? Guys, we got it. Solved. Alright, first word now. Turn 0-beat letter much louder. Okay, okay. Ah. There you go. You can't go reptile, right? Because the E's only there once. I can't. You can redo the same letter over and over, but I cannot go R-E. Yeah. I could do it like this. If that was a real word. That's fine. But... That's not bad. Then we could do... Trip. Could be good. But it'd be good if we can get G and O in here too. Pog. Well, we have to start with a T now. Blinking. I think Blinked is better. Because you don't want to start with the G. T is a good word to start with. Train. Can we do Trog? We can Trog. Yep. There's that. You have 4 more words. What did I spell? Why is it being blocked? Why is it being blocked? Hey guys. I'm seeing it's what is blocked? The word gip? I'm reading at vocabulary.com and it's deprive of by deceit. Alright. There you go. You can see it. You have 4 more words? What is 4 more words? Like 4 more words possible? What was it trying to suggest? It's time for contexto. No. No, we can only stall for so long. There's only so long we can stall. I can't type anything. Wait, can you not do repeats? It looked like you could do repeats. Okay, why is it broken? Five words total? Well, 3 is... Surely doing it in 3 is pretty good. Doing it in 1 would have been fantastic. Oh, there are no lefts. I have to subscribe to play it infinitely. Thank you, New York Times. I'm so glad that I blocked everything that had to do with you out of, like, the view of everybody watching. Initially, I felt bad. But now I don't. Anyway. I remember why I did it. I remember why I blocked everything, every ounce of New York Time with my element blocker that does not block ads. I don't use an ad blocker Twitch. I don't think it's against the rules, but I feel that they'd be mad at me regardless. Alright. Sudoku. Are you kidding me? Just don't play Ace Attorney. I'm not gonna play Sudoku. Oh my gosh. Alright. Listen, we did enough stalling. Saw a game where you had words combine them, they got new words. I see. Wordle to Sudoku is like apple to pears. I see what you've done. Don't think I don't notice. Infinite craft. We're dressing up. You don't have to run back here to mention that. Mikey! Get the clothes on! Wait. It's over. Can we try Infinite Craft tomorrow? No. It's quite simple. No. Thank you. I'm shocked at how much I like this game. I started out not thinking anything of it. I'm shocked how much I like this. They proved me wrong. But now it's time to move on to the next game. And my question is, do I just ignore the video that's going to start playing? I'm gonna ask this of Joe. Joe is the only one that's like known of these games. Everyone else is like blind with me. Jury's out on this one. Is this intro? Oh my god, there are 6 episodes. Anime. Problem with the video. The last one had spoilers. You can claim this one also has spoilers. Like this. I don't know what's happening here. Why is this like from an anime? What happened? Alright. Dual Destinies. This is a full-on anime. What? That's a bomb. What? Oh, this is quite a striking intro. You're probably good enough to guess the spoilers in the actual cases. All right. I mean, they evacuated.
Our dark times, where the law has been reduced to rubble, and it's up to us to restore it to its former glory. Yeah, I know what you mean. It looks like your target finally decided to make a move. Don't you worry. I've got a trusty new partner on board.
What the fuck? Hacker woman?
Done. Ready to go? You bet. Let's do this.
Mikey!
She's been with us for half a year, though I can hardly believe.
Mikey, you missed a bomb.
Anyway, her power will be our greatest weapon.
Oh.
Are you alright, miss?
Damn, he just watched that happen.
Yeah, it's for this very reason I returned.
He sounds just like me.
Time to bring it to an end.
Yo! Mikey returned right on time. I'll replay this intro if Mikey wants me to. Oh yeah, Mikey, a bomb went off. Punished Apollo Justice. What is this? What the fuck happened? Why is this anime? This is the starting intro, Mikey. It's just, we started the game and it played an anime video. Do I need to restart so Mikey can see the whole thing?
The best thing about bombs is how they erase and destroy, without discretion.
Can I see it?
Now all I have to do is Alt F4 the game.
Also, I want to read what Joe said earlier here. SJ sees a character and instantly knows that it's X character's secret father and also killed the mayor in the previous case. To be fair, I did not predict how crazy that last one was going to go. With the first case being, like, the mage. The mage? The magician. The mage. Mikey, this is why everyone thinks I do everything for you. But you want to know the secret? Here's the truth. I'm doing this because if I didn't, everyone would yell at me. Anyway. How's that for an answer, Necro? Here you go. See, new game, anime. Bomb. Mikey needs to absorb everything. Playing CK3 again, the entire Chinese ability just rose up against a new emperor. 32 versus 1. Oh. I think that's a bomb waiting to go off. He's never playing the video game. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep watching this over and over. I'm gonna watch this on loop. And practice my best Phoenix Wright impression.
These are dark times, where the law has been reduced
And
to
by the way,
rubble,
you're right.
and it's up to us to restore it
I mean,
to
I don't
its
know.
former
If you did
glory.
something important, then you're just like, yeah, but I wanted to keep being a lawyer. What are they gonna do? Say no?
Yeah,
Sir.
I know what you mean. It looks like your target finally decided to make a move. Don't you worry.
You're too important to
I've
be
got
a lawyer
trusty
now.
new partner on board.
He doesn't sound... What do you mean he doesn't sound anything like me? He sounds just like me. He's just like me. For real. New partner on board.
Done. You bet. Let's do this.
She's been with us for half a year.
Though I can hardly believe it.
See? Exactly the same.
Anyway, her power will be our greatest weapon.
Are you alright, miss?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
For this very reason, I returned. See? Just like me.
Time to bring it to an end.
Maybe you can't tell, but I have voices muted. I've been doing every single voice in this the entire time. Flashbang. You know what I'm gonna be really upset about? What am I gonna do if Apollo Justice starts talking and he actually sounds like me? What am I gonna do then? What am I gonna do then when I sound like Apollo? I don't wanna. Anything but, please. For the love of God. Anyway.
The best thing about bombs is how they erase and destroy without discretion. Gordon Freeman.
New voice.
Now all I have to do is pin everything on that little girl.
Anyway. Hey. December 7th. Why is it like at a swing beat? Athena? What does Athena sound like? Oh no. Is Athena the main character? How? What voice am I gonna do? This is the problem. There's too many women in these games now. It's becoming real obvious. It's becoming real obvious. I got one. Ladies, you gotta share. There's only one. I can only do one. You just heard how Athena said, I know, but what am I gonna do about it?
Not feeling nervous at all. It's amazing what a girl can get used to. Even a tense atmosphere like this is no biggie.
You doing okay, Athena? Oh my... Oh! Fucking... punished Apollo. Why? There were more women in the first games. Yeah, but they didn't talk much. They weren't sharing the screen. I got to like use my one voice over and over. Why is Apollo punished? Why does he look like this? M. Bison ass. He wears a jacket like I do. You wear a jacket like an anime villain?
Oh, Apollo.
The other, like, Greek god.
Doing great. I'm a little doing great.
Oh yeah? Well, it's good to hear. Although, I could have sworn I heard your voice crack for a second there. I'm that transparent, huh? Every game I have to raise my voice more and more. Cracking? No. 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 My voice isn't cracking. Nerves of steel here. I tell you. Oh, great. This is Apollo Justice. He's a fellow lawyer at the office I work for. Apollo's the lead for the defense on this case, but I'm gonna be here at the bench with him, doing what I can to help out. I'll do whatever it takes to defend Junie. Speaking of steel, how are you holding up? That explosion really did a number on you. I'm just happy that you're okay, Athena. My mouth moves really weirdly. Although, I can't pretend I have no connection to this case. LSP?
Can't pretend I have no connection to this case. That's why I'm gonna see to it that Juniper's name is cleared. And I'm sure you'll feel much the same way.
You got that right. I won't rest. Finn, I won't rest. I can't do, like, serious. I won't rest. Until duty. It's completely clear of all suspicion. Apollo. Athena.
Apollo, Athena. Thank you for doing this for me.
Jenny! Uh-huh. I'm gonna need an oxygen mask at this rate. What is this, like, copium emote? Wait. Hey, are you okay? I'm gonna forget to do.
Sorry about that. I always seem to go into coughing fits whenever I get nervous. This kind of thing never happens at home in the forest, though.
This is Jennifer Woods. She's my dear, dear childhood friend, and she's also our client for this case. The news keeps repeating that Judy is the alleged bomber. But that's ridiculous. There's no way Judy would do anything like that. She doesn't even know what a bomb is. I brought you a little snack, Athena. Just a little something from my garden. Hey, thanks. So, is this an orange or tangerine? It's an orange. My grandma says that orange is the color of strength and endurance. Oh, I got it. Strength for the trial, right? Jenny, you're always so good to me. Jeez, look at me, standing here clutching an orange to my chest with tears in my eyes. Oh, thought you were right. You'll be so powerful in there they won't know what hit them, right, Paula? Yeah, that's right. And what may, this is one trial we just can't lose. Apollo! Blood is seeping through his bandages. One of his wounds was reopened. All this time he was trying to put on a brave face, but he was really overdoing it. Mr. Justice? Huh? Trial's about to start, sir. Please proceed to the courtroom. Now? But a policy. I have to defend Juniper. We're gonna do the trial's about to start with our others. There's only one other option I could think of at this time like this. But even if I called him now, he'd never get here in time. No, wait, there's something I can do. Apollo, give me all the evidence for the case. Huh? What are you gonna do? Be a lawyer? Bailiff? Yes, miss? The defense would like to submit a substitution of attorney petition. You're not seriously. You're just confident in getting better. I'll defend you, Jenny. Give it your mid-effort and you'll slay. All by yourself? Athena, stop for a second. Think what you're saying. You've never once taken a case alone before, right? No hay problema. You can handle it. Think. I guess it's up to you, Jenny. Why don't you be okay with me taking over? Sure. I believe in you, Athena, and that's enough for me. Oh my god, look at him. Can most people in the USA speak Spanish? No. I would say it's a pretty popular language to know, and I would say depending on where you live, you probably pick up some of it, or at least the idea of it, but I would say by and large, probably not, but that doesn't mean that, I would, if I had to guess, maybe like, of the entire population of the United States, that's a lot of people, and it comes in hotspots. I mean, everybody, probably like 60%. Maybe 50. Most of us take a few years enough in high school and then instantly forget. You're worried for me, aren't you? To be honest, I'm pretty nervous too. I think my heart just might burst out of my chest. But you're in the shape to stand the bench now, so you just have to leave it to me. This is not going to work out. This is not going to work. Surely I have to change it. Surely I can't just be fucking LSP for like 8 hours. Oh my god. Right? took French instead of Spanish. I don't remember that at all. But why not? But it's so funny. Yeah, but how am I gonna do when there's like a serious line to read? No, Phoenix. I am the one who's going to take the bomb and die. Like, what do you want me to do? What is LSP? That is Lumpy Space Princess from Adventure Time. Of whom I'm basically doing an impression. It's like a shitty Valley Girl accent. It's your problem you don't remember French, dude. Alright, so your mind's made up anyway. I hate it that I can't be there, but I know you'll give your utmost to defend Juniper. You bet I will. Rest assured of that. My name is Athena Sykes. I'm still just a newbie, but I'm a lawyer. This is only the second time I've taken the lead in a defense case. I'll be the first time I stand up there alone, though. But I have to do this. And I'm definitely not about to let anything bad happen to Junie. No way. Is this the redhead? Again, why is it like at a swing now? Like do 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 do. Holy shit. All okay, everybody get up. Everybody. All right. Court is now in session for the trial of Juniper Woods. That sentence ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is also ready, Your Honor. And what is the meaning of this? I was under the impression that Mr. Red Monkey would be my opponent today.
Yes, well, the substitution of attorney petition was submitted just a few moments ago. Due to the explosion in the courthouse yesterday, Mr. Justice is unable to continue.
I see. You're not all surprised when he used an excuse to run away. Josuke.
No.
With me as an adversary who wouldn't want to feign illness in order to escape.
What? The nerve of that guy. I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind. Well, I would if I wasn't so nervous. But this arrogant jerk.
You arrogant jerk.
Oh no, Widget.
Is my hearing getting worse? I could have sworn I heard the defense say something just now.
No, you didn't hear anything at all, especially not from me.
How odd. I could have sworn I also heard something.
Oh, that would be my indispensable partner, Widget. He sometimes blurts out what I'm thinking.
Well then, if that's the case, then it's a clear contradiction of what you just stated.
Contradiction.
You just stated you said nothing. However, if that device of yours says what you're thinking, then you indeed said I was, what was it, elegant at work. Actually, it was arrogant jerk. At any rate, why does it matter if it's a red monkey or a yellow monkey?
Oh my god, what? Jesus Christ, dude.
Why does it matter if it's a red monkey or a yellow monkey facing me? No, fresh out of law school rookie can defend this witness.
Oh, Mr. Payne, I believe that's enough. Let's get back to the case.
Of course, Your Honor. I'm more than ready to show this little girl why they call me the rookie humiliator.
I kind of miss the sprites. I miss the sprites. I gotta admit. Oh well.
I knew it.
I went to default protagonist mode. I knew it. Amberly is an arrogant jerk. Arrogant jerk. Arrogant jerk. Okay, hold on. How am I arrogant jerk?
Miss Sykes, if you could interrupt the prosecution on a movie from this court.
I'm very sorry. It's just that knee-jerk reaction. I mean, this is kind of funny, but they could have done it as a sprite.
Oh, now then, Mr. Payne, your minute statement, if you please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now then, the incident occurred yesterday here at this very courthouse in courtroom number 4. At that time, the trial for a certain bombing was being held in courtroom number 4.
Ah, yes, I was presiding over the trial as well. And Mr. Justice was there as a lawyer for the defense.
A bomb that was being presented as evidence suddenly went off during the trial. It was a terrible incident, and courtroom number 4 was completely destroyed. Fortunately, we were able to start evacuation procedures before the explosion occurred. Just a few seconds more and it would have turned into a horrific loss of human life.
Oh, but there was in fact one death, was there not?
That is correct, Your Honor. When courtroom number 4 was examined after the blast, the body of Detective Candace Arm was discovered. This is really a shame. This is really an Eagle character, if you take a look. She was to take the stand as witness later in the trial.
I suppose she wasn't able to evacuate in time. What a terrible tragedy. I must admit, I stumbled at least 10 times myself before I was able to escape.
Maybe the court should say about getting even shorter robes. A me character? Yeah.
The victim's body was found in the entrance of the courtroom. I suspect he stayed until the very end to help guide the others out safely. Your Honor, let me submit as evidence the victim's autopsy report and details about the bomb.
What the hell? The time bomb that was destroyed in the courtroom, it was hidden inside a stuffed animal when it was detonated. Alright. A little strange. What Candace Arm do? A lot of things.
Okay, I know how this works. All evidence for the trial is filed in the court record. When I want to check something out, I just use it.
He's 23 now. And the lawyer at the office, he's passionate about the law and hates anything that's not fair or just. Alright. But yeah, I would say if this woman was alive, you'd been like, hello there. That's what makes it a you character. I better take a peek at it later.
Oh, now then, please call the accused to the witness stand.
Uh-huh.
Defendant, are you feeling all right? Looking a bit pale.
I'm sorry. I was feeling a bit weak when I first arrived here at the courthouse. But I'm alright. I took some copium. Didn't really giving her all. I better make sure I do the same. If we could please proceed. Your name and occupation, defendant?
I'm sure she smuggles drugs in the balls of her hair. Why would you do that? I feel like there's better ways to do that. Profit. Well, okay, yes. If I meant more of the location. Jennifer Woods. I'm a high school student.
Miss Woods, can you confirm that you were in the courthouse the day of the question?
Yes. Came to know Apollo Justice through my friend, Tina. Question? Are they both high schoolers? What is a high schooler doing here as a defense attorney? And so I was there yesterday to watch his trial and lend my support. Things wrong. Jenny's really scared.
You know, I'm also known as the defendant humiliator. It looks like I've yet another chance to show everyone how I earned that moniker.
Grr, this is arrogance, not a bounds. I have to protect Jenny no matter what.
Hey, you arrogant prosecutor Pang. What is it? What do you want me to demonstrate why I'm known as the Humiliator instead?
What? When does Saul Goodman get here? He already is here. That redhead is 19. Don't let him get to you. Prosecutor Payne, Jin is telling the truth. Mr. Justice also backed up her claim when we saw him in the defendant lobby. And Ginny, he said that he was glad to get the lotus root. You gave him 2.
He was. My grandma says lotus root is good for your eyes. She says it can even help you see into the future.
They can. Then that's the perfect present for a lawyer. If that's true, I guess he must not have eaten them.
A sweet, meek girl like this blown a courtroom to bits. I must say it's very hard to believe.
Objection!
I miss his old one. He sounds way too confident now. His old that was way better.
Objection! Now, Your Honor, don't let her seemingly innocent appearance fool you. The defendant had a motive for committing this crime.
That's not true. I don't have any kind of motive. And I didn't even know the lady who was killed.
I admit the investigation didn't turn up any connection between the victim and the defendant. However, that doesn't matter. The only thing that does is that her objective was the destruction of the courtroom number 4 itself.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Why in the world would Miss Woods want to do that?
That's a very good question coming from a novice such as yourself. But first, a question for the defendant. Have you ever been brought up on false charges? What? Yes, I have. And did that experience cause you to harbor a grudge against the court itself? No, just wait one.
Sorry, Nemo, that was terrible. I'm sorry. Not just wait 1 minute. It's that kind of thing that motive for blowing things up. That every one of our clients would turn to bombers.
Oh, that's a valid point. Even I would be willing to blow up the DMV. We should have a single courthouse left standing in the land.
April O'Neil. I saw her today in the Fortnite store. Maybe that's why I connect these.
I can see the accused is the only one who might bear resentment against the courts, but Miss Woods is the only person who could have committed this crime. Why? Because we have found some decisive evidence that proves the defendant's guilt.
Decisive, huh? I believe when I say it.
It involves a very unique aspect of the bomb itself, Your Honor.
Well, what exactly was so unique about it?
Why don't we have Miss Sykes answer that question?
Huh? Man.
I notice that you appear to be very nervous, and well, gentleman that I am. I'd like to offer you the chance to gain some confidence for such an easy question.
Can he be any more condescending? Really? Well, I thoroughly opposite man. L is for loser. L plus ratio.
What did you say?
Nothing. Not a single thing. I heard you. Let's see, what was I supposed to do at a time like this? When he got wine? I have to check on my dog. I'm so sorry. I'll be back. 1 moment. Did we decide on the name of our game yet? We don't have a game. And besides, we need to figure out what the hell it is before we name it. And we don't have a game. Good point. That does not mean we should come up with a game. Stop. Oh, I know. The court record. It's a stuffed animal. The information I need is somewhere in the court record.
Alright, Miss Rex, let's hear your answer. What was unique about the bomb that proved to go through? Was it because it was...
On the briefcase. In the judge's pocket. Inside a stuffed animal. Now, previously in these tutorials I'd done a more serious run. Should I pick something funny? I feel like saying it was in the judge's pocket might be funny. Mikey's oddly specific journey. No. Not that I do, we don't. Correct! There is no game. Twitch ain't got no game. Yeah, we'll just pick this. Oh my gosh. Mr. Payne, what kind of simpleton do you take me for? It was stuffed inside a stuffed animal. Its evil intentions covered by a cute exterior.
Very good. Have a cookie. The bomb that went off in the courtroom was indeed hidden inside a stuffed animal.
There, how do you like that? Not bad, huh? You don't need your locket to speak your thoughts for you if you're posing like this every... Could you imagine having a conversation with this woman and after everything you say she pulls out a pose like this? She's I am fine. Just like I said from the start, I can do this.
As I recall, the bomb was inside a stuffed animal the whole time. I even got to take a look at it. But what connection does this impish elephant have with the defendant?
Your answer to that question lies in another piece of evidence, which I have here.
This is what it feels like to talk to Fire Guy.
And what, pray tell, is this? Appears to be a little singed.
It's a tale, Your Honor. The tale of a poor victim of the explosion.
Oh, this is incredible. Are you saying it's Detective Arm's tale?
Your Honor is so very close, but no. It belongs to the stuffed animal. It's called the Phony Fancy, a rather unpleasant name if you ask me.
He's the mascot for a campaign to eliminate false evidence and false charges, is he not?
Exactly. His motto is, phony evidence is just trunked up.
That's wrong on so many levels.
The Phony Fancy's tail is made of vinyl cloth. We found something very interesting on its surface. The defendant's fingerprints.
What?
What? The Phony Fancy provided the prosecution with all the evidence we needed. It clearly proves that the accused handled the bomb.
No, not the... No. That doesn't make any sense. Why would Jenny's fingerprints be on it?
That appears to be pretty infutable evidence. Alright, well, it's over.
This pixel art so bad. But Mikey, how else are you gonna get like a really lazy like aerial shot across the court where they're just standing still and nothing's happening?
Or accepting any evidence.
They had to spend all their animation budget on the anime opening. They can't just have sprites. The Phony Fancy. The Phony Fancy tale.
Oh, Miss Woods, do you have an explanation for this?
I don't understand.
How about you, Miss Sykes? Do you have any plausible explanation for this decisive piece of evidence?
Are we sure that we're not Phoenix's daughter? This face looks very familiar. Well, I can't do it. I can't think of a single thing. Well, I better come up with something. For Judy's sake.
If you can't produce an answer, we could always go straight to the ruling, if you prefer.
No, we have to say something fast. Oh no, I can't get my voice to work. Why now of all times? How far out do we go? Where are we going? Okay. I thought I overcame this already. Maybe I'm still not ready to stand in court? Oh. Oh. Holy shit.
As you can see, there is no room for debate.
Oh.
Objection! Why, it's you!
He sounds just like me. Sorry it took me so long to get here, Athena. Paul explained the whole thing to me over the phone. He asked me to come help you in this place. Thanks for coming. I hate to admit it, but I was having a really rough time of my own. Oh, I don't know. I think you're doing just fine, all things considered. And you hung in there, gave me enough time to get here. Let's turn things around. You got it, boss.
Looking sure about a flip blue suit. If it is Mr. Phoenix, right. Which managed to surprise me.
Your Honor, Mr. Payne has called for an early ruling. But I believe there are still many things that need to be deliberated. How did Miss Wood's fingerprints wind up on the stuffed animal tail? How was the bomb even detonated? Until these questions are answered, I assert it's impossible for a fair ruling to be made.
You are absolutely right. Let's continue from where we left off. I assume we have no objections, Mr. Payne?
No, Your Honor.
I don't like that now I have to, like... There's gonna be canonical voices that I have to, like, be compared to, if not attempt. What is this? This is the next game. Hi, Seiko. This is Dual Destinies. A bomb went off in court, and justice now looks like, this.
Punish justice. I'm a lawyer. I'm a lawyer, boss.
The sexy sidekick. She's 18, Eagle. This is the best Ace Attorney game, and it's not even close. Wow. All right. That is quite some praise. The redhead is 19. Who is the redhead? Who? I don't know who you're talking about. Look, Athena's 19. Maybe in the next game. Because this is also 1 year ahead of the last game. So. This game is merit. He isn't far off. the best one. Of like all 6? That's quite some competition. I could see it maybe being better than 4. Although I did like 4. But... still has great Ace Attorney 2. Miss Woods really looks like she's having a hard time. You're just really struggling to start right. I get the sense she's afraid of the courtroom itself. As of yesterday? Yeah, and it's understandably very traumatic for her. Poor thing. And here she is, back at the courthouse again, being so brave. I'd like to make a request, Your Honor. If at all possible, I'd like to have Miss Woods rest in the lobby.
Given the defendant's condition? Very well. Grant special permission.
You got some rest, Judy, and leave the rest to us. Okay. Thank you. Sorry about this.
It still has Grace Attorney 2 to compete with this one rules. I saw early though, it's long. Of course it's long. All of these are long. Where I started 4 and I was like, this game isn't it. There's serious condition to spend 2 weeks in a ward for monitoring. Great, how can I do the, now I can do the last Dual Destinies case? What do you mean? Yeah, I saw there were like 5 plus a DLC. Ignore the Ruby art style. Oh my god. Oh, oh my god, where'd she go?
Oh, holy crap, he just vanished in midair. Yes, right. I've been looking forward to meeting you.
It's been a while, Mr. Payne?
You're more clueless than I heard. I do believe you mean, how do you do? For I am Gaspin Payne. I'm the younger brother of your long-standing rival, Winston Payne.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Sure. This was hot shit in 2013. I mean, sure. But I mean, first of all, this is in the remake. So we're comparing it to 2024 because it just came out like last month, right? First of all. But second of all, I don't know. I still like the pixel art, and I still like the, I like the style that the remake had, with like the just 2D art. Anyway. What? Long-standing rival? When were you ever rivals, little long-standing?
You'll see, Mr. Wright. I cleanse Winston of the disgrace he met with it. I will cleanse Winston of the disgrace he met with at your hands.
Looks like this royal pain is gonna be as thoroughly unpleasant as the other.
Your Honor, the prosecution would now like to call this as a witness to the stand. The witness will testify as to how the accused detonated the bomb in the courtroom.
Oh, very well. He's going to witness, Mr. Payne.
You can see the veins in his throat. Look at his stance. I don't trust this guy.
This is not decisive. His vibes are way off. Get him out of my courtroom. Payne? I'm disbarring you.
Witness, your name and occupation, please.
You're going to love the prosecutor? Is it Edgeworth?
Witness.
Name, Ted Tonate.
Occupation, bomb disposal, specialist.
Oh my, what a strange romantic voice you have.
Speech synthesized via typing. It is the same as me talking. It sounds exactly like a robot.
Why can't you speak in a normal manner?
I can.
You can. But I do not like to speak. Speaking is inefficient. And Energy expenditure. Speaking is greater than typing. Understand?
And what an odd witness.
Mr. Trinate was in charge of the bomb for the trial and was there when it went off.
Being a bomb squad specialist, do you have any relation to the victim?
Negative. I first met the girl while on this job. Many people are employed by the police. I know only a fraction of them in this police state. However, I was shocked when I first discovered the body of the victim.
I'm shocked.
I was the first one on the scene after the explosion. I went there to ensure safety, but ended up discovering a dead body.
So he was the first to discover the body, was he?
He is here to testify about the circumstances surrounding the moment of the explosion.
Well, very well. Go to hear Mr. Turner's testimony. But at very least show the court some respect and remove that face guard with this. Oh, good God! Get him out of here! This is not definitive. Get him out. Get someone else. I don't care. I don't care who. I'll testify. Get him out. I don't want to look at him. He freaks me out.
The bomb was originally disarmed by me, then transported here as evidence. Bomb name HH3000, operated by timer or with a remote. I was watching from the gallery when I suddenly became alarmed. Ooh. Ooh. I saw that the bomb's timer was counting down.
I like how SJ's judge voice is constipated Brian Blessed.
I don't like him. Get him out. Alright, we'll hear from the witness. I don't understand. What is this? Is this some kind of red guitar?
So even though the bomb was supposed to be disarmed, it somehow got switched on.
Precisely. Activating the timer is very simple. 1. Connect wires. 2. Switch on timer. A monkey could do it. I am sure even you would be able to do it, Mr. Wright.
Oh my god. Yeah, Judge, I agree. Get him out. What's that guy from Atlantis with these things on? You mean the mole?
The mole?
Guess that makes the blue monkey in this barrel of fun, boss. I like to get my cross-examine. Huh?
Mr. Nate, why did you bring your custom-built GameCube?
It's H3000, aka a bomb.
Are you sure that's not a GameCube with all of the wires plugged into the CD tray? A bomb? A great googly woogly. Yes. Mr. Nate has made you disrupt the sentence.
Disassembly complete. Disassembly complete. 5.3 seconds. 0.2 seconds short of my personal best.
Are you trying to give me a heart attack? I'm not exactly a spring chicken, you know.
This is an exact replica of the HH3000. It is used as practice disarming bombs. Disarm equals success. Explosion equals failure. Okay, I'm being convinced that the 3D animations are good. I'm warming up to them. This would not be... Did he actually just say, great googly moogly? Yeah, take a look. Googly moogly. Rubik's Cube speedrun culture. Disarm equals success. Explosion equals failure.
An exact replica of the bomb that exploded, isn't? So that's what it looks like.
I submitted a photograph of the real bomb taken just before the trial. Dimensions: 10 inches H by 10 inches W x 10 inches D. Weight: 12 pounds. A perfect replication.
Your bomb does appear to be a very good copy indeed.
Yes, however, I cannot replicate the detonation mechanism. It has a very puzzling wiring setup It is regrettable. I could not replicate it.
Oh, witness, that's enough. That's kind of weird. There's no need to replicate anything here.
The screen's kind of broken. Indeed.
And now the defense would begin the cross-examination. Where's Miss X gone to?
Athena, you can come out now.
Okay, Mr. Right, let's get to work.
10 inches D, you say? Of venom. Guess you're pretty scared, huh?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
She was about to wilt.
Hey, put a stock on it, would you?
As transparent as ever.
Let's see. Where are we?
We're at the cross-examination?
Oh, cross-examination, of course.
She seems disoriented. Wonder if she's alright. There's Athena, she remembers how to cross-examine to help her focus? She'll be fine. She's fine. No need for that right now. She'll be fine.
I'll do everything I can to help. If you can't find any contradictions, and you flip up too often, don't be afraid to ask me for help. Press R when the option to consult with me appears. Let you know what I think the suspicious statement is.
Sounds good. Okay, only if I get in a bind. I won't need it, but it's cross-examination time. Hold it! You saying that doesn't sound like me, Mikey? You say you disarmed the bomb. Are you really sure it was disarmed?
Absolutely. I can disarm anything. In a flash.
That looks more like dismantle than disarm to me. Oh, pardon me. Let's see. Is there any chance you could have forgotten to disarm the bomb? If you want me to ban anyone, chat, press B in your keyboard to alert me. Like that one scene in Breaking Bad where I'm just ding 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 ding.
Impossible. I do not make rudimentary mistakes like that.
They say to err is human. Though he sure is still out on this guy.
If you must know, Mr. Wright, according to the court's own records, the fact that the bomb has indeed been disarmed was officially confirmed.
Guess I can rule out the possibility that he forgot to disarm it. Who ruled it out? Would you talk about the bomb in a little more detail for the court, Mr. Tonight?
Certainly.
Hold it!
Today's witnessing Masher B, your producer, speaking was a speaking sprite, so it looked like he was doing a silent scream of rage. What was the approximate size and weight of the bomb? Dimensions: 10 height by 10 width by 10 depth, weight 12 pounds. This information is also written on the photograph.
Yes, it is on the back. According to this, case is made out of alloy plating 5/16ths of an inch thick. That certainly sounds like one thick and very heavy bit of metal.
I bet if I dropped that thing on your foot, you'd be hopping.
If you shot that thing anywhere, I'd be hopping for the nearest exit.
Very well, that was kind of funny. I believe the court has heard enough about the bomb itself. Mr. Nate, keep an eye on the bomb. Where are you watching from?
Shut up. And by shut up, I mean stop typing. Why were you in the gallery? My duties may have been over for the moment, but I wanted to keep watch. Even though the bomb was disarmed, you can never be too careful. Explosive devices are very dangerous things.
Ah, that would be responsible of you. All to be emulated.
Practice disarming bombs every day. I practice assembling them too. The disarming part I get, but assembling them?
I'll have you know that I practice presenting evidence every day myself.
I see, but do you ever practice having evidence presented to you?
Presented to me? What? No,
Then you cannot very well call yourself a professional yet, can you? I mean, that's true.
That's it. I'm gonna start practicing having evidence presented to me every day. And you better drink some coffee, boss. We're gonna be pulling an all-nighter.
I don't think that'll be necessary. Or worth either of our time.
Oh, Mr. Donate, what did you witness from the gallery?
Hold it!
You saw it counting down clearly with your own eyes? Apparently they get a timer as small as the one this bomb could be seen from the gallery. These goggles help me see very small things clearly from very far away. I can even see what you have for breakfast by looking at your tie. Why do I suddenly feel like a bug under a magnifying glass? I guess it's possible he saw the timer if he was wearing those goggles. I'm not so sure. It just doesn't sit right with me that it's inside of a stuffed... I don't think I follow. Well, you're not very helpful. The bomb was completely hidden inside a stuffed animal. So all conceding the fact that it didn't even look like a bomb at all. You're trying to find testimony that conflicts with the evidence, right? I know more than you. 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 I found the hidden tutorial prompt. Please. No. Thank you, Ron Swanson.
Objection!
So you say you saw the bomb's countdown. Is that right? Of course, I clearly saw it counting down to 0. And I say that you were clearly lying. What are you talking about? I didn't like his smile there. What is... There's no way he could have seen... What is wrong with his mouth? What is... There's no way you could have seen the bomb's timer. What is wrong with his mouth? What is... You know what this looks like? This looks like somebody drew a smile, right? They went and like gave him a little dimple, like this. They like did a sketch, and they're like, "Yeah, can you like? I'm gonna sketch Phoenix Wright for you." Little dimple. Can you like make this a model? And then someone said, "Yeah," and they like 1 for 1 made it, including this like little hangover dimple. $30,000 plastic surgery for improved smirking. The Joker smile, where you get to wonder how he got those scars. After all, the bomb was concealed inside a stuffed animal. Mr. Tennate, how can you claim to know the bomb was about to go off? And you couldn't even see the timer. But that... it's...
What? No!
Well, that doesn't seem like a glaring inconsistency indeed. Witness, how do you explain this?
Well, I... Oh, that's great, Mr. Wright.
Even her smile's a little wrong. Is it because we're at, like, such HD we can see every... Do you think they didn't see this when they're making those to the DS? Why are they cursed? So weird.
You found a contradiction right off the bat.
Always remember, Athena, when you find an inconsistency in a witness's testimony, there's a... Smile is nice. Yes, for like 90% of it. It's these tufts at the end. Here and here that are a little weird. Like, yeah, she's telling you, oh, thank you. I'm glad you're smiling. It's the little up curls at the end. The corners. Even Phoenix's smile was fine until the corner hit. Their faces were just more shaped and their mouths too. Everything is around her. No, you don't understand. This is not like a, they don't look the same. This is like, they fucked up the mouth on this model here. Where I'm pointing with my little cursor. We should obtain the 3D models to check them out. I'm sure you can on your own time. What happened? Here we go. Now that it's blurry. Now that we're in DS mode. That looks more normal. That actually helped. I'm actually shocked. But if you turn up to like 14K. 14K. 144. You know what I'm saying. Anyway. It looks the same. But the blurring helped. Oh, you probably saw this. Whatever. It could be a lie. A hidden meaning. A secret. Whatever, it's up to you to dig it out. Putting out every contradiction we find is the best way to do it, right, boss? Now the question is, what can we dig out, Mr. Tenate? Well, let me be clear. Let me see. No. There must be some mistake. Oh, yes. Yes, of course. I remember now. The sound. I knew because of the sound.
Sound? What sound?
When the timer of this type of bomb is switched on, it beeps softly. Beep, beep, beep. It is the sound of these the bomb counting down. Cave looks best at 144p. Exactly. This is Robert Kopp, the future of law enforcement. True. They rebuilt him.
A beeping noise, you say? I suppose it would be impossible to notice that. With the bomb inside the stuffed animal?
I simply made a mistake. My bad. You look way too smug. Like, okay, I'm gonna admit, his smile's messed up too. But I thought he was supposed to look, like, uneasy. This guy messed up the disarm. No, Mikey, he's the bomber. We know that from the cutscene. Oopsie, mouse. How in the world did you hear such a tiny little sound all the way from the gallery? Listening for the sound of a bomb's timer is an integral part of my work. I constantly undergo training so that I will never miss it. I hardly think training would help you hear something so soft from so far away. Being red herring? No. We don't know. We saw the cutscene! What now? Are you making light of the fine science of disarming bombs? It is a solemn mission that I put my life on the line to perform. What kind of specialist would I be if I could not hear a bomb timer? It's not like disassembling a toaster, you know. Now he's just showing off. Isn't he proven guilty? He's guilty. I've proven it.
You keep assuring that the sound was too tiny to hear, but the only tiny thing here is your skill as a lawyer. Being mistrustful is not an attractive quality, you know.
And you're just overflowing with attractive qualities, are you?
Or perhaps you have some proof that Mr. Tenate did not hear the sound?
Well, no, but it still seems totally suspect. It's going to be really hard to prove that he didn't hear something.
That seems like a weird animation. Anyway, if I have this correct, the prosecution's argument is that someone reactivated the bomb before it was brought into the courtroom. What I don't understand, Mr. Payne, is why you believe that person to be Miss Woods.
That's simple, Your Honor. Mr. Tenate happened to be there when it happened. He was there when the defendant rearmed the bomb, and then didn't do anything about it, but I won't mention that because that makes a bad case.
But what's this now?
It happened before the trial started. It was when the detective arm and I were transporting the bomb. We brought the bomb to the lobby for the defense. Bomb equals evidence. The lawyer wanted to see it before the start of the trial.
Looking for a chance to get the bomb, Miss Woods was already there in that lobby. Her goal was surely to rearm the bomb and steal the remote switch.
Remote switch? Yes, the switch that controls the bomb remotely. Duh. And it's been missing ever since the incident. I am partially to blame. I left the bomb and remote on top of the transport case, and they were rearmed and stolen while I was talking with their lawyer.
The defendant then used the remote from inside the courtroom to start the timer.
How can you assert so unequivocally, unequivocally, I had it, unequivocally that the bomb was rearmed in the lobby?
Objection! The bomb was safely secured in the transport case. The only time it was outside the case was in the lobby. Therefore, that was the one and only opportunity anyone had to meddle with it.
Stop. Someone other than Mr. Tennant could have opened the case and taken the bomb out. Impossible. The transport case is assigned exclusively to me. Do you see this number here? That is my identification number. And I have the only key that can open the case. Nevertheless, Mr. Payne's assertion is nothing more than conjecture. Good morning! I didn't want to yawn. I didn't have enough oxygen. Too much talking. Is he not incriminating himself here? A little. Could you show the court record when you could see the evidence we have? There you go. What do you want to look at? The description of what? Which one are you trying to read? This? Talking a lot does make you yawn. I don't have enough oxygen. Missing. Yeah, it's missing. He just muted to yawn. I've been doing nothing. This game bores me. I hate Ace Attorney. I've been doing nothing but yawning for the last 30 minutes. Got in. I have a CO2 measurement thing in my room. It's very nice. It shows 2 high values. I know when to open the window. Honestly? Thanks, SJ. Okay, you done reading? Am I to move on? Because I already have everything memorized. Except for this. I didn't read this. Oh, yikes. They're not afraid to show blood, huh? What rating was this game? I don't think any other Ace Attorney game had blood. Like, for real. There's been a lot of it, too. I mean, for games that have been about murder, I think this is the first time we've actually seen blood. Anyway. Yeah, no proof it was Miss Woods who stole the switch. Yes. I'm just confused. By what? It should be obvious.
And by the same token, you have no proof that it wasn't her. But what I do have is a piece of evidence that proves the defendant handled the bomb.
That tail! 5 minutes, 24 seconds, 2.3 deciseconds. The defense's advantage lasted a mere 5 minutes. Talk about a rotten hand. As long as they have her fingerprints as their trump card, I'm at a big disadvantage. Why did he bring it in a case inside a plushie? Why did he bring it in a case inside a plushie inside a case? No, it is a bomb that is inside a stuffed animal that is inside a case because this was a different bombing case that was ongoing. They found the initial bomb and the bomb was rearmed. Does that make sense? Remember Mia's case? Yeah, but that wasn't as, like, obvious. Yes, why? To show evidence in court. I wanted to see it. There were 2 bombs. No. Bomb. He fall asleep. I was taking care of my dog. I will not be falling asleep. There are not 2 bombs. This is the bomb outside the plushie. There's not a bomb inside the plushie. The bomb in the plushie, in the case, was brought in because the judge likes to feel the evidence, I guess. I'm ready like a hands-on person. I need to see this thing. And then it blew up in the courtroom. Does that make sense? Hi, Brood. Everyone thinks I'm gonna fall asleep any second now. Why did you disarm it and then put it back in the plushie? Because that's how they found it for evidence. And this guy's the guy who blew up the bomb. This guy's guilty. This psychopath. His name is Tibtonate. Okay, jeez. It's gonna be real simple in about 10 minutes. They were streaming, so I have something to relax to after moving. Like, moving as in exercise, or moving as in like moving? I'm done reading. Catch up, Mikey. I'm in a different house. Well, I hope that went well. Welcome.
I guess we have to hear from the defendant himself once more.
I wholeheartedly agree, Your Honor. I would like to recall my switch to stand.
Your Honor, I have an opening movie I'd like to present to the court.
Oh, is it animated? I hope it's an anime. Does he have no objection, Mr. Wright?
I'm worried about her condition, but we do need her testimony. On the other hand, I'm not sure I want to make Athena mad.
I can read your feelings, you know, boss. Boss.
So there's no honey from her, huh?
Don't worry. I know we need her testimony. But if anybody picks on her again, they'll pay.
She's already at anger level 1.
Don't worry. I'll stop the proceedings before I let anything bad happen to her.
Like her earrings? Like bananas? The defense has no objections, Your Honor. Although I guess it's supposed to be the moon because Athena, but...
In that case, I will take my leave. But before I do, there's just one...
One more thing.
Mr. Wright, is it...
Me? Yes?
Dismantling bombs is my job. Dismantling the case is yours. Do you think you can handle it? I look forward to seeing you try.
This guy is hiding something, the little bitch. He planted the bomb!
Now, if you'll excuse me...
Oh my god, he vanished too. Bailiff, where are these people vanishing to? Bring back the defendant.
Jenny. Hi, Athena.
She looks even worse off than before.
Don't worry, Jenny. We're here for you. Thanks, Tina. And I'll do my best, too. You blew up the courtroom because you bear resentment against the court, correct? No, of course not. What's that you say? I can barely hear you.
I haven't done anything wrong. This prosecutor's scary.
Objection! I am not scary. One itty little girl. Stop acting innocent. Tell the truth.
This is getting ugly. Stop badgering the witness. Anyway, I'm gonna take out my dog, get some water, enjoy like sweating, like anxiety music. I'm hungry. I stopped at Taco Bell with my car full of boxes. That's great. I wish I had some of that. You wish you had some Taco Bell? I don't know if you want that. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be transparent. I partake in a bell from time to time. However, I would not say it is good food per se. Tacos are hard to come by in South America? That is fascinating. As it y'all get more tacos than we did. Yeah, but do you guys get that, like, are you talking about like Midwest tacos or real tacos? Not even Midwest. There's a gringo taco. The flour tortilla, the ground beef, and then like sour cream, lettuce and tomato. That's it. Both. That is, I've not thought about that. That is fascinating. I would consider it such like a great food. I'm shocked that it hasn't gone more south. Wow. I live in like Mexican food, like central. So I'm not shocked that my life is full of tacos, but Tex-Mex, as it were. Anyway, this is getting ugly.
You rearmed a bomb because you wanted to blow up the courthouse, and admit it. That's why you went to a lobby where Mr. Justice was, isn't that right?
Went to the lobby? Fuck. Oh my god.
Mr. Right. Can I go smack that? Can I give that prosecutor a smack?
What? Of course not. Do we have to review Courtroom Manners 101 again?
You can't let a creep that bullies innocent girls like us off easily.
I've heard about how he treated you.
Don't worry about me. Just help Jenny. Her heart crying out. She's so scared. So very scared.
Looks like Athena's picking something up with her heightened sense of hearing. What? Oh my god. Perfect timing for my dog. Right before we learn about her heightened sense of hearing. My dog is not a fan of this setup right now. Right in here, it's like fast food tacos usually. I go to a hole in the wall where they don't speak English and get the best authentic food, authentic tacos of your life. Magic ears. His hearing powers. I've got the hang of taco. They seem difficult to eat. You know, what? What? Are they? What? You just. All right, hold on. Do I need to give like a taco eating demonstration? Aren't they crunchy? I mean, they can be, but okay. Hold on. All right, hold on. We're gonna get sidetracked here. Face reveal. Face reveal on the cam. That is not what is happening. Look. Okay, even if it were hard tacos, right? You're not supposed to do this. This is wrong. You do not, like, crunch your teeth down like this and get it, like, all, like, up in your crunk, right? Nice drawing, thank you. You need to rotate the taco. So you're eating it like this. Rotate your face and or the taco. Does this make sense? Jeez, stop! Wait! Doesn't the stuff fall on one side? Not if you do it right. You have to tilt your head more. Look. It's fine. So, here, I was gonna do like this.
Yeah, eat it like this. We're like, the inside's here. And then you go to eat it.
There, that's better. That's better. That's better. But yeah, if it's soft shelled, this doesn't matter. Because you can just wrap it as need be. Yeah, you don't have to do it like a 90 degree or dump it out. You can turn your head. Like, turn your head this way as you turn the taco this way. Or vice versa, you know? I've never thought I'd have to show how to eat a taco. It's a very complicated crime scene drawing. I had a crime done. There was a crime done on this stream. Anyway. Athena's poking something, picking something with her right sense of hearing. With her elven ears. It sounds like this time it's the voice of Miss Wood's heart.
The other night, you stole the remote switch and used it in the courtroom, didn't you? Your Honor, please put a stop to this. Mr. Payne is battering the defendant.
Oh, yes, Miss Woods does seem quite frightened. Mr. Payne, I should behave more like a gentleman.
But don't you know, Your Honor? There is no more a gentleman in this world than I.
As if gentlemen or even a gentleman would behave like he does. Don't let that rude ruffian win.
You know? How did you call a gentleman such as I a rude ruffian? I'll have you know that I attend a manners class every Saturday. I'm more than just a mere gentleman. I'm a genteel man.
Not when you're turning as a young lady or not. I demand my money back from that manners class if I were you. I should probably be the adult here and stop the two of them, but...
Mr. Payne, that'll be enough.
Certainly, Your Honor. No further questions. Let's move to the defendant's testimony. Miss Woods, please share with the court what you were doing when the bomb went off. Well, that day... I was watching from the gallery. The bomb went off. And the rebel started falling. It fell on top of me.
I'm so sorry. That last was disgusting. I'd like to fully apologize. I will write the note if you need me. I'll do it. I'm so sorry. Jen is clearly in pain, being forced to recall the bombing like this. She can't even get her words out. It'll work, so what now? Hey, wait a minute! If she can't vocalize what she wants to say, we can listen to what's inside her heart. What? Also, I like how nobody had anything to say about that. Thank fuck. I'm very happy right now. Good. Thank you. Jesus. Anyway, what's inside her? Yes, now's the perfect time to use Athena's power. You can hear it, can't you, Athena? The cries of Miss Woods are. Why is I did it backwards. Why is Phoenix gathering the Avengers of lawyers? I love that your stand power is whenever you draw in a canvas, you somehow end up drawing an accidental penis moment. No. I like clapped that one time, and it looked awful. It had nothing to do with penises. But yeah. It's true. Yes, thank you. Not every time. And that the Winnie as a painting does not look like phallic. Okay. But yeah, why is Phoenix like gathering these super-powered lawyers? Remember Baby SJ? It looked nothing problematic. It looked nothing as if it was problematic. They sounded incredibly strained. She's so scared. I think she could collapse any second. Yes, your unique ability, you see. You see. Who is he talking to? With her finely tuned sense of hearing. She can hear the words of a witness's heart. Do not post copium in chat. I am not huffing a sunflower right now. In essence, she can sense how a person's really feeling from the tone of their voice. It's up to Athena, her special ability now. Wait. Isn't this just the same thing? Just instead of sight, it's sound? Instead of like, I can sense that you're lying, I can hear that you're— what? Athena, what means the analytical psychology you studied? And listen to the testimony of Miss Wood's heart. Okay, Bounce, I'll give it a go. After all, this is the whole reason I put on effort into studying analytical psychology. I forget. Let's do this. What? What is that word? What?
The fuck are you doing over there?
So your holographic thingamabob can show us how Miss Woods is feeling, right?
This is a courtroom. Why are you pulling up your iPad?
In a nutshell, yes. The emotions and images that I picked up just now while listening to her testimony.
Excuse me? What in the hell have you just pulled up?
I can enter all that into the widget and use the mood matrix to analyze them.
We deal with law here. Why do you have a hologram? What the fuck is this?
These mood markers here reflect fluctuations in Junie's emotions. Excuse me, can I get one of those? When she feels happy or is enjoying the memory, the happy marker will light up. When she feels angry or frustrated, the angry marker will react.
This kind of stuff was recently disproved. A lot of psychology has been disproved, actually. There was kind of like this awful forest fire of psychology studies where people like went back and started looking at things. They're like, we can't repeat this. This is nonsense. Whoever the hell came up with this is crazy. It happened with so many cases.
When she feels sadness or is frightened by a memory, the sad marker will blink. When she feels surprised or confused, the surprised marker will let us know. And so will her mood ring.
How recently was this forest fire? Like 2020-ish? Just very, like relatively before I got my degree. Like 2022, 2023. Hello, brother. And yes, 3D graphics. So your special ability, which is mood matrix programming. You track how Miss Woods is feeling as she testifies. Talk about the wonders of technology. Isn't ADD gone now? I don't know. Have you read the DMCA 5? Yep. Let's give it a shot. I'm picking up some kind of discord or noise in Jackie's heart. See here, this is what the noise looks like in the mood matrix. It's a result of inconsistencies between her testimony and her feelings. What? See you later, Cosmo. What? If I can pinpoint these inconsistencies, the noise level should drop. Okay. Listen to Miss Wood's true testimony. My sister could tell you. True.
Hey.
What the hell is going on here? A bomb went off. Everything's under ADHD now.
Rebel started falling.
It fell on top of me? Why is she happy about that?
I have a good grasp on Judy's emotional state now.
The power of Athena is incredible. I'm seeing an unexpected emotion that's inconsistent with the content of her testimony.
What? What? Already?
That's kind of weird.
Look at this. When she says it fell on top of me, the happy marker's reacting.
Uh-huh. She's happy about that? Look at that. That is odd.
There must be a reason for this contradictory emotion. We just need to do some digging. If you find an unexpected emotion, you'll first need to pinpoint it. And then select the unexpected emotion or reaction from the 4 mood markers with space.
Okay, I didn't really get to pick it, but whatever. Which is registered joy of Miss Woods recalls the rubble falling on her. Must be a reason for this unexpected emotion. Miss Woods, as the rubble was falling, was there also something that made you feel happy?
What? What the fuck? What are you doing? It's alright, the feeling of happiness is spreading throughout Junie's heart. Keep going on this point, and I bet Junie will start to calm down. What? What is this mechanic?
You almost died.
Oh man, I'm so happy.
Let's hear what she has to say.
Just as I was about to escape the courtroom, the bomb went off and that made me happy. I was so startled, I tripped. Huh? And then rubble started falling on top of me. I really thought I was done for, and I was so happy.
Oh. You know, at first I thought it was real subtle. No. Holy crap, she's going fast. But just then,
Apollo came and rescued me.
sorry, Mikey. Sorry, Mikey. Apollo has a different woman. I know you were rooting for Apollo to get with that previous case, but no, apparently this is
Apollo, that dweeb. Use his own body to shield me from the rubble.
So that's when he sustained those injuries. It became like badass. Actually, I actually think he looks cool, which is really upsetting. If I didn't know any context, I think he'd look cool. The only problem is I know everything, so he's still a dweeb.
How do you feel, Ginny? To talk about Apollo, give me some courage. Yeah, Apollo is just like me. I mean, the sun, strong and bright and warm.
This girl is underage? Mikey. Barely. That's like a 6-year age gap. Strange. Anyway. Is that someone do the math? Do that math. What's the math? I forgot.
Just talking about him makes me feel like a leaf undergoing photosynthesis.
5. Sorry, Paulo. It's outside the gap. You're off limits. Yeah, why did I think it was 6? My bad.
And see, you're coughing stuff all of a sudden. Oh, you're right. Thank you, Thena.
No, she shut the fuck up. I was able to draw some testimony.
Pretty neat, huh?
There's still some... sorry. There's still some noise left, meaning that there must be some discord in Judy's heart.
Hi, I'm not gonna do tile. I'll see you guys later. Maybe back in like an hour and a half.